Hi everybody, it's Diane here for take two. So I have the Zip It and Glue It, or Shut Up and Glue It, and I found Zip It Up, so I put that in. And then I have some Raggedy Ann stuff, and I could not find the stupid page, and I'm flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping, so she turned the camera off. So we're back. We have a Raggedy Ann doll out of a catalog. And I'm not supposed to be talking with this book. Well, I could tell you it's morning. I have a towel over my window to cover the sun, as I'm sure all you have the same thing. All of you. We've been in a nice stretch of weather. I think all my complaining actually paid off. Okay. And then a couple more out of that same book, and I harvested that book and it's gone. Fine. Did I ever point out, this was McCall's, I probably did at the time, which was years ago. It was McCall's magazine page, and they were advertising this pattern. I think that's the Raggedy Ann doll I have. I think that's what my aunt made it for me. I think that's the pattern she used. If anybody cares. All right, Ann here. All right. If it wasn't for that book, I wouldn't have a whole lot on this page. All right, and then this is Raggedy Ann. Okay. Okay. That's pretty nice. By the way, last time I put these hearts on and I was saying Raggedy Ann's are supposed to have a heart sewn to the doll. It's supposed to say I love you. I forgot about that. And mine does that. Okay, it does have that. This is the older book at this point. We have a little tiny dog, so maybe that will fit on the rather full dog page. Oh, the Barnyard. It's some company, and don't ask me what they make. I don't remember. How about that? It had nothing to do with barn equipment, farm equipment. Okay, very good. A little gluey. Okay, back to dogs. Here we go. It's a little tiny beagle from a return address label. That must fit on here somewhere. You should have taken that bet. Oh, there's a nice glue blob there. Good, Diane. Thanks. All right, what about right in there? I wonder if I could get that off. I'm sure I'll remember that when I turn the camera off. Okay, what else was for this book? I have owls, I have a Halloween. I think that's it. It's another, this is a catalog, and this is actual stamp. It's like holographic. How cool. Yeah, you can't buy these anymore, they're older. But somebody sent it to me this year. I read from a fairly reliable source. The postmaster said henceforth they're going to raise postage, and that, I don't know if they meant across the board. I assuming that's what they meant, or you know, just first class or a postcard, or you know, they're going to pick and choose. I assume they mean across the board. Twice. Here's another one. Every year, you know, semi-annually, every year from now on, they're going to raise postage. So I don't know. People with little putsy Etsy shops like me may be out of business. I was pretty disheartened to hear that. I mean, that's pretty much what happens anyway, but for them to state it, well, I don't think they should state stuff like that anyway. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with the economy and whatnot. I'm sure all the prices will go down. So there. So yeah, we should go buy stamps now. Well, come on, I saw the owls and stuff. Where'd they go? Penguins is a new book, isn't it? And then you were lamenting so much about postage prices. Now you don't know where anything is. Well, yeah, when you think about it, if I can, oh, here's Penguins. If I can continue to lament, it's already 73 cents for a stamp. So it goes up twice next year. What's it going to be? 83? It's close to $1 then in a couple of years. Okay, get off that, Diane. Anybody remember in the last, I think it was glue book session, I said I had a penguin, I can't find it, blah 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 blah. And it turns out I was confused, and there was a Christmas card on the back side of this. And I thought that's why I saved it. So I cut out the Christmas card, and this is what it was. I got another one of these catalogs, so we grabbed it. It's a penguin with a drink on a flamingo pool floaty thing. Well, okay, what else am I going to find to fit in there? But when that catalog showed up at my door, oh, I hope they have another penguin. It's kind of pathetic, Diane. That's what your life's come to. That and complaining about postage. Okay. All right, where are the owls? Oh, bulls. I had a couple. Okay. Actually, this set would match nicely. Okay, you know what? We're going to cut out that bowl behind. It's just sort of a big nothing anyway. All right, while we're cutting, let's discuss closed caption. Because Diane's getting really tired of correcting the closed caption on her channel. If you haven't heard that story before, closed caption is automatic on these videos unless you take it off. And, you know, it's all a generated thing. It's not a person doing it. So there are a million mistakes on it. and some are really, bad. Like I say, oh, I don't like that, and it says, I like that. I mean, you can't. They mess up names, they mess up measurements, they mess up everything. Um, so anyway, I go back, and you can, hand correct it yourself. Okay, so I do that. It takes a long time. If a video is 20 minutes, it takes me, 35, 40 to correct it. I did and sometimes they have a lot more mistakes than other times too, but I did one the other day that it was, oh, I forget, 30 something minutes. It took me an hour to correct that. I don't have that kind of time. And even if I did, it's so tedious. It's so boring. It's so whatever. Where'd that other bowl go? Here. I hate it. I admit it. I hate doing it. I would like to point out nobody else does it. I'm sure there are a couple people, but generally speaking, nobody that I watch does it. So I don't want to do it anymore. But I keep doing it because the mistakes are just ridiculous, and they make the person talking sound like an idiot. I have enough trouble with that as it is. Why add to it, Diane? And like I said, they very often get measurements wrong, or things that I feel are kind of important. But anyway, just fair warning. If I do decide to stop doing it, I'll make a big major announcement. I'll do a press conference. And then the closed caption could be wrong on that too. Okay, that fits way down there. And they do a lot of dumb things too. Like, I can understand, if you don't have a big professional setup, it can't pick up words, or if you're talking fast or something. But lately they keep repeating words. Like that past sentence, they keep repeating words. And what is that? Their machine is stuttering, I guess. This isn't gonna fit. No, I'm not gonna lap over. Well, okay, it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. This is the Amazon toy catalog, which I thought was rather lackluster this year. I didn't cut a lot out. Usually I do. Are you gonna complain about that too? I think I just did. Okay. Actually, no. And the closed caption, they're always putting in brackets music, like there's music playing, and there is not. It's like there's a paper rustling or something. Music. And they always screw up my name. And I don't mean they just misspell it. They put in the word, like thing or then or Dan or something really stupid. And okay. Oh, wait a minute. No, okay. I had some stickers. Oh, my timer's going off. Just a minute. Here. Some leftover stickers. So why not put those on here? I hope you can't hear that beeping. Closed caption will think it's music. All right, I'm going to do this by myself because my oven timer is beeping. All right, I'm going to put these couple things in and then we'll pick it up. Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I actually remembered to get that glue off. It's better. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. So that's good. And then I put the peanut stuff in there. Okay. On to the new book. Well, we have a lovely chocolate cake, and I don't even remember what that was on in whatever now, but you have to take that, don't you? Lovely cake, huh? I never thought of a cake as lovely. All right, you could open the glue. Good. Oh, come on. Okay. Actually, we don't have cookies and stuff, believe it or not. We have booze. Does anybody remember? Oh, I didn't trim this. Sorry about that. I found this in some other video in a magazine. I don't know how I missed trimming that. Maybe she was drunk. I'm kidding. All right, here's a movie quote for you. Tell him she can't come to the phone, she's drunk. Anybody know what that is? That's an oldie, The Man Who Came to Dinner. Well, we don't have room for booze. Maybe that's a good thing, huh? Well, that sort of fits, but I don't really like the way it's leaving this space here. I'm not starting a second cocktail page. If you were desperate to get it on, that's okay. That's okay too, but you know, what started this was this very cool image here with this coconut drink thing. Well, you hardly even see it now. You know what I mean? You can't even tell what it was. So I don't really want to do that. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. I know we're covering up this garnish, but I'm never going to get anything in there, really, anyway. And as long as I went to all the trouble of fussy cut this. All right. Okay, where'd that other thing go here? It's a little tiny silhouette of a glass and a bottle clinking together. That's crooked. Yeah, that's okay. No, no. Uh, okay. We'll fill in that little tiny spot down there. Very good. Okay. We have one clown. Look away if you don't like clowns. I found this in another session too, or video. Jack in the Box with a clown. It's fine. No, no. Oh, how about right in there? Fits very well. Okay. Good. tad sticky. Okay, owls. I have this one, and I forget what it was. Oh, it's I think it was one of those collage image sheet things from a while ago, and I had it on a note card that I took apart, and that's why there's a, yeah, it's a collage sheet. A little bit of paper on the back here from peeling it off. Okay. Too tall. Although actually, remember this owl's head was at the top of a page. That would be pretty good. What if we trim this a little bit? Okay, I'm going to do that just because of that owl's head. Other owl's head. Oh, I miss Christmas in the old book. Nuts. And these two little things are so thrilling. You don't want to miss that. When are they going to invent glue sticks that don't fall over? Okay. Good. A little odd, but all right. Christmas. Two little ornaments out of a catalog. Are you kidding, Diane? No, I'm not kidding. And I took them because they're so small. Okay, and the green one. Do we want it by the blue one or somewhere else to fill in? Well, it kind of won't fit. So that answers that question. How about here? Okay, that's fine. Okay. These sequins are cool. Those are all paper from a magazine, kind of cool. Okay, swans. I also came across this in a video. Oh yeah, I have swan washi tape, I forgot. No? Why don't we just do that? Because I hardly ever use this tape, and I don't know how much swan stuff I'm going to find over time. Okay, fine. All right, we have a new thing. Oh, wait, before we have a new thing, this got misplaced. It's another swan. That's scrapbook paper. How about that? If you want to argue, it could be a goose, I suppose, but I'm taking it as a swan. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. All right, no sandwich stuff this time. Well, thanks to Christina at Christina's Shack, we're going to do shells. And now I forget why she said it, what I was doing. I have no idea. Oh, I know. No, I do know. In the old book here, these loose pages that are in that one pocket, I was showing those, and there's a mirror here with shells on it. And I said, "Oh, Christina, you would like that. She likes shells and mermaids and all that." And so she commented I should do a shell page in the glue book. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea, but you don't come across shells too much, blah, blah. You know, Diane, you have a whole book dedicated to shells. You're right. Some of these old books, most of the pictures in here are black and white. I may use those to fill in. There's a lot of color I didn't take yet. But okay. Where am I going to find a bunch of shells just like that? Sort of a Kelly's Heroes one. Okay, so I'm just going to place these and then we will sign off. I'll glue them by myself. But I have a lot here, so I could actually do an entire, layout instead of piecing like I usually do and then going, well, that won't fit. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. I also found the beautiful shell in a book. Could be over there maybe. And then I knew had seen this. Isn't that kind of bizarre? In an AD, several times I came across it, and for obvious reasons it stuck in my mind. So I spent not forever, but probably 10-15 minutes going through some ADs until I found it. I knew it was one that was relatively towards the top of the stack, but I didn't know which one. But we found it. It did have a couple purple ping pong paddles by it. I am not making that up. That, you can see a little bit of it, so we have to cover that up. And these are all like illustrated, they're not photos. Oh, there's one more thing. I found that in a magazine. It's a bowl of shells. Maybe that could go there. Okay. And actually, I have quite a lot of shells in my house, although they're not mine. But some of them are really interesting. Pretty cool. And actually that book, as you maybe noticed, or might guess, they're all identified as what they are, which is kind of interesting because I don't know. I don't know that much about shells. Other than I dust them once in a while. Well, I don't really like those two together. This one, it could be cut a little better, don't you think? I'll worry about that on my own. See, maybe there's a reason I don't do it this way. As you can tell, I'm kind of having trouble with this. To put down this many things at once, for me anyway, it takes time. It takes me time. Yeah, we noticed. They also, in the back of that book, they show you how you can make, I don't know if you saw it, a turtle out of shells. I have a couple little ones as well. The person that has the collection in my house has a couple of those. A doll. Did you ever see that? Like a doll person made out of shells. I never had one of those. Here's the turtles. A planter. Here's that doll thing. Doll thing. Alright, folks. Are you getting bored? Then would you stop moving those shells around? Should I put a coin under one of them? Funny, Diane. That's real cute. Alright. I'm going to play around with shells and get them on here in a hopefully pleasing manner. It seems doubtful at the moment. And now I have to be on the lookout for shells and magazines and stuff. And if I don't come across any, I'll just take more out of that book and fill up. Okay. So thanks to Christina for the idea. And thanks everybody for watching. I hope you have a nice day.